God damn it. Welcome back, haters. The boys are back with another episode of You Hate to See It, where we talk about all the shows you love and hate to see. As always, I'm KP and I'm here with the magic man, Mikey Dimes, our chief hater, D Wild, aka Dr. Hate.
Yes,
And
sir.
we've
President of
got
hate.
a very special episode today as we're going to talk about, the last two episodes of The Boys, one of our favorite shows. One of the shows of the year, probably would be the show of the year if not for another show that's on the way. But before we get
Yes,
into
sir.
it, if you're later than we are and haven't seen this yet, this is a spoiler warning. Do not listen to this podcast. Come back for the next one.
Oh yeah. All
So,
right, so yeah.
Dante, let's give us
Yes, sir.
a little recap and tell us what we watched, and then we'll get
Drop
into
like
it.
it's hot.
Yes, sir. All right, so we're catching up on episodes 7 and 8, the final two episodes of The Boys. So in episode 7, Soldier Boy, Huey, and Butcher are looking to find the second to last member of Payback, Mindstorm. Mindstorm is, an old member that can kind of fuck up your brain and whatnot. So, in this episode, we're picking up off where Starlight just gave a live stream to the world admitting that Vought is evil, Homelander's evil, and whatnot. So, Vought and Homelander are both doing damage control on that. He's talking at, the presidential rally to a bunch of conservative folks saying that, hey, she was, her foundation's a front for sex trafficking. She's tied to Kimiko, who is part of the Shining Light Liberation, trying to paint them as terrorists and crazy.
Hey, solid job on their front there.
They're just trying to discredit the sources. That's a smart tactic.
Hey, this is all fake news, but hey, they're making moves. Hey, I can't hate the effort they're putting in right now.
We were making moves.
I mean, yeah, it's a little questionable, but I mean, that's an effective way to do damage control is to discredit, the person giving out the information.
People gonna believe it.
Y'all soulless, man.
So I mean, to the people, it's gonna work. Like it works for the target audience that they are trying to direct it towards. It works. So ultimately, Huey, Butcher, and Soldier Boy are looking for Mindstorm. As they go there, Butcher gets zapped or mind warped or whatever, and he spends basically the entire episode getting to relive his memories of his childhood through his like adult selves eyes, being a firewall in that scenario. So we get backstory on how abusive his father was, his relationship with his younger brother Lenny, who ultimately kills himself because Butcher went off to the military and kind of left him to fend for himself. We see, some pretty graphic stuff about, just Butcher's upbringing that can kind of depict on why he is the way he is and how he learned that. Also, we find out that Black Noir is hiding out, and we get a weird kind of storytelling of like his past with Payback through a cartoon,
That was dope.
animation. Yeah, how did y'all feel about that?
That was
I thought
dope.
it
Yeah.
made sense because we realized, like whatever how many episodes ago, he had a piece of his brain that got knocked out of his head. So it's probably the reason why he can't talk and why he's now seeing shit. I thought it was
cool. Which we find out was because when Black Noir got the green light to get rid of Soldier Boy fucked his ass up and fucked up his face. So I thought that that's an interesting bit of storytelling there. Maeve also escapes the compound. She sees that Homelander was injured by Soldier Boy, is happy about it because he's wearing makeup to conceal it. And then Homelander says he's trying to harvest her for eggs. As they're transporting her, she ends up breaking out and later reuniting with the boys. And then we end the episode with Homelander beating Mindstorm's face to a bloody pulp after he admits that it was Black Noir and he got the green light. Or, I'm sorry, Soldier Boy beating his Mindstorm's face to a bloody pulp after he reveals that Black Noir got the green light to take over because Homelander had just been created. And Soldier Boy also found out that Homelander is his son, quote unquote.
Dun, dun, dun.
He came in a cup. So then we start the next episode, the final episode with Homelander finding out Ryan's location and kind of rekindling that relationship. Ryan's scared of him, thinks he's gonna hurt him and whatnot. And Homelander's like, hey, no, I'll always be there for you. And somehow Ryan just joins on the bandwagon because, Butcher left that man out to dry.
Look at Homelander being a dad, man.
So yeah, Homelander's over here back with, and Butcher and him are gonna have to figure out a co-parenting strategy later on or whatnot. So then the team reunites. Kimiko takes Compound V and gets her powers back. So I think that's a good tidbit of information and kind of foreshadowing as we find out that the Temp V gives you fucking brain lesions and makes you die.
Well, that was maybe like that shit was going to kill you.
Yeah, that shit was good. But there might be, that might be kind of the way to get out of it is instead of making it temporary, just go ahead and make that shit permanent and have like superhuman healing abilities.
Super.
Yeah, like how A-Train got a transfer.
I think you still got to be injected with it as a kid to get permanent V powers.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I thought as a kid, the best way you can like absorb it and let it like sink because you're still like a newborn. Like now, it's like didn't they go over that in the second season? I can't remember.
I think that's kind of what they alluded to. It's like it's better. It's like higher risk. But I mean, Soldier Boy was created as an adult, which he alludes to. His father was like a wealthy man and didn't respect him, and then said when he signed up for these trials.
That wasn't a sad story to me.
No, it wasn't a sad story. I don't have any sad. That nigga was literally racist. Like the legends over here, like he wasn't fighting in the war. That man was hosing people down and killing people in Kent State and fucking a part of the JFK assassination. Like Soldier Boy was an all around horrible human being.
Yeah, pretty shitty.
And they kind of just slide that in really quickly that he was just an all around horrible human being. Yet this is the person that Butcher.
If your whole team is trying to kill you, I think you have to be a horrible person. If your whole team wants to kill you.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I wouldn't question.
And this is the person that Butcher chooses to align himself with and the boys because he wants to take down Homelander at any means necessary, and it ends up backfiring. He locks half of the boys in the safe. Leaves Starlight and them in there. They end up breaking out of the safe. Then Soldier Boy and Homelander try to have Homelander wants to have like a face-to-face conversation. Maybe they can come to an understanding. We could be like, one big family. Here's your grandson, Ryan, here and everything. And Soldier Boy is just not going for it. He's like, no, you're a fucking pussy. Like, I'm not. I wish I could have raised you to not be a fucking pussy that loves attention. Like, yeah, and they end up fighting. Butcher ends up getting in the way because Ryan is hurt by collateral damage, and then Homelander and Butcher end up, I don't know, kind of fighting together to take out Soldier Boy. Maeve at this time is fighting Homelander 1v1 and not doing bad.
Hey,
Maeve was training.
She lost an eye. Then Homelander
she lost the eye immediately. I mean, yeah, he wasn't taking her seriously, but she was still piped up. Like she did solid. She was at least like being a good nuisance and whatnot. But ultimately, Starlight does her full.
Man, come on.
I mean, man, you
said she a nuisance.
She was. Look, man, she expected to only get 3 or 4 punches in. She got more than that. So her training paid off.
His ass. He stabbed him in the ear with a.
Yeah, she did stab him in his ear. A little disoriented. He was a little disoriented. He was bleeding from his ear and everything. But
you seen Homelander bleed before then?
That's true. This is probably the worst. She probably did the most damage we've seen on Homelander. That's like a 5% health bar loss, though, is what I'm saying. Like after all that shit.
Soldier Boy and Butcher did jump his ass like 3 episodes ago, and he was getting his ass handed to him then. I'm just saying.
Yeah. That was 3 people.
That was 3 people. Maeve was 1v1ing this nigga.
Hey, we talking about getting his ass beat. But true.
But yeah, he did have to flee because he was getting his ass beat. So that is true. But ultimately, Starlight tries to power up, uses all the power of the power grid, doesn't do much. doesn't do much. She need to go back to the lab. I'm just gonna say Doesn't do much.
Okay.
Ultimately, Soldier Boy has another one of his breakdowns. Here's some Russian pop music, on the radio. I don't know why they keep having these stations playing, bruh. And as
I'll
he's
go
charging up,
crazy.
to do his blast, it's aiming for the team. Maeve jumps and grabs Homelander, jumps out the building, and
But he did that
he
on
has his.
purpose, I thought.
Yeah, he kind of did it on purpose too. But I'm saying they did like pan to a radio, like playing some music on the ground.
Did that really? Oh, shit.
I thought they did, man. Maybe I'm
I think
tripping on that.
I think he was trying to do that.
Okay, but it felt weird because he took so long to like charge it up. Maybe they were just slowing it down or whatnot. But it seems like it took a while to charge him up because Maeve had time to look, adjust, and then like grab him and jump out the window.
Yeah,
Had basically like a bomb blast, and we think Maeve dies, but ultimately she survives. She just lost her powers and she's badly injured. And so she's going into hiding to be her own self, to just live her normal life like she always
your
wanted
own
to
self.
with her lesbian lover. She's just going, yeah, to live her life carefree, man. Go ahead and just be normal. That's what she's always wanted to just,
Brave
go on a
man.
secluded island or something. Brave Maeve. So shout out to Maeve for getting her right up into the sunset moment, man. But
Yeah, let's see.
Homelander, at the end of it, we pan to him like introducing Ryan to the world, and then like a Starlight protester throws a can of like beer or a cup or something, and it hits Ryan, and he lasers off that nigga's head, and then we get the worldwide meme of Homelander smiling because Todd's bitch ass starts cheering and celebrating the fact that he just killed a man for throwing a cup at his son. Like he just
Hey,
killed him.
Homelander memes are doing numbers right now, man. I love
So
to
that
see it.
and we see that meme go, and then we see Victoria Newman
Tribute.
take over as VP after the Deep killed the other senator that was slated to be VP. So obviously will be more to come with kind of Victoria Newman and Homelander teaming up. But that was a very long recap, but that is a lot of shit that happened in the last two episodes.
Excellent job, Dante. Give it up for Dante, man. All right, so let's get into it, man.
Oh, goddamn.
You know, on Twitter, whenever episode 7 was coming out, the boys' Twitter account was calling it hashtag the boys strike back, and I was like, yeah, I wonder why they calling it that. And then we get the "I'm your father" reveal,
Facts.
So I thought
It
that
was,
was
it was a good call out. Yeah.
Well, season 2 was what girls get it done, and then of course you got to have the boys strike back.
yeah, man. That
Girls
was
get it done,
dope.
boys strike back.
So how did the reveal work for y'all? Did y'all see it coming? Were y'all like, oh shit? Were y'all like, that's corny? What's up?
I mean, I wouldn't say that I saw it coming, but I was like, oh, okay. I didn't think
Like,
it wasn't like it wasn't like some Luke Skywalker and Darth Vader type shit. It's like, I mean, okay, it makes sense. I mean, if Ryan came from Homelander, I mean, it's obviously possible.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I thought. I was like, it makes sense. I was like, it wasn't some massive reveal that it just didn't have the same shock and awe as Luke, I am your father. Like
I don't
it
understand
didn't have.
it would have
why
been.
why didn't they tell Soldier Boy about Homelander? Like, and why did they try to take him out? Try to take him out just so this dude can come up. Like, wouldn't it be better for them to like be on like Payback or the Seven together?
His Payback was like, fuck this nigga Soldier Boy. Like, he was probably too powerful. He was like what Homelander is now.
Okay, so then they just duke it out.
Contingency plan. It's like, yeah, Homelander was the contingency plan. There was like, Soldier Boy off the chain. We got to get this motherfucker out the pain.
No, I don't think they. Yeah, I don't think anybody really fucked with how much of a loose cannon Soldier Boy was, and so that's probably why they were like, yeah, this nigga got to go.
Take his ass to the glue factory.
The glue factory. Oh no, yeah.
So, all right, we talked about Black Noir, his backstory. Was that like enough to like pay off his death to y'all? We all like, oh shit, no, Black Noir.
I mean, I just like Black Noir. Just like, I don't know. I just fucked with Black Noir anyway. Like, remember in like season one, like when he was spying on Butcher, and like you remember he was like hiding on the house, and the whole time I'm like, oh, he's really about to fuck these people up. Like, I
I fuck with
thought
Black Noir.
I felt like he was just him, and then when you kind of learn his backstory, it's like, oh, I get. Well, I mean, shit, Soldier Boy did that to everybody. But I thought it was cool. Like you said, we saw a piece of his brain got kind of knocked out. I thought it was pretty cool to reveal that he is seeing these cartoons and is like isn't able to talk. I guess he can't even talk to these cartoons. He just listens to them. But at the
Dang.
at the very end of his story, the fact that he died the way he did, I guess that was disappointing because I'd rather have seen him fight Soldier Boy instead of getting
Yeah.
getting punched by Homelander. I say that was the only thing. Like I'm sad to see him go, but like the way he went is just like I mean they could have done something better with that.
Fucking Homelander ruined it, man.
Just ripped out his guts, and then was kind of hurt about it. He was like, Black Noir was worth more than all of you to Ashley Train and whatnot, but you just ripped his intestines out of his body. So it's also like
That's the true feelings for Noir, man.
Yeah, he did really fuck with Noir, but it's like I don't know. I didn't feel much by Noir. Like I said, with a faceless, non-talking character, it's hard to create an emotional response, and we know that all too well, from another show.
Hey man, pour one out for Black.
Going out for Black, man. I need to get a drink myself, but all right. So you mentioned him briefly, but A-Train.
Oh, we still talking about him? No, I'm joking.
Exactly,
Yeah, man,
exactly.
is such
So
a
A-Train, we think he's dead, but this nigga's alive. I was like, man. I don't want no more A-Train, man. I thought he finally went out. That was a good ending for him. But shit, what do y'all think, man?
So niggas gotta stop with the redemption arcs, man.
Man.
Dion should have died a long time ago. Like these shows gotta stop. Not everybody needs to be saved. Some niggas can go out with one last non-redeeming moment, but okay moment. But but there's still shit. Like we don't need more story. All he's doing is just like every time he pops up on scene now, we're just like, nigga, why? Like, why are you wasting screen time?
Hey man,
hey, don't get me wrong. This is great television, elite television. These were great episodes, but just seeing A-Train back, man, I was like, damn, man. I'm not disappointed, but I thought we were over this,
Hey, you know why? You know how we're reacting to this right now. I kind of feel like you had in this outline, knowing the world fucks with him. I feel like he knows he's got a second chance. He got a new lease on life. He needs to make up, paralyzing his brother essentially. I feel like he could have a proper redemption. He could have a proper redemption arc, and he's going to end up being like the main dude who helps take down Homelander. He gives it like his life.
His own brother don't fuck with him. He came to see his brother, and that nigga said, "Fuck out of here! I didn't want you to kill that nigga Blue Hawk. I wanted him to be arrested. Like I wanted you to do shit the right way, man. Like that's the whole thing."
Bro, that nigga is a track coach, bro, and he
is a track coach that can't walk. That's crazy.
You can't make that up, man.
And A-Train about to have some movie about his life in the inner city and slinging that yayo and having Tom Hanks being the white savior to save him. And he's like, my brother was my coach. Like this is not even accurate.
Facts. Fuck A-Train, man.
Just a puppet because that nigga's afraid of Homelander, and Vought saved him and gave him a human heart, superhuman heart.
We need Dr. Umar in season 4 talking about A-Train, man.
Nah, that Africa Train suit needed to go though. let's be real.
That shit was garbage.
This shit was garbage.
But I mean, yeah, like there's room for a redemption arc for A-Train. I think like he would be an asset to the good guys if he did want to flip over, because like Speedster's underrated, man. He's strong and fast as shit. He could be an asset for real. So
that nigga
hopefully he comes back to the good guys if he's gonna be alive. But he's like Theon at this point.
That's what I'm saying. He's more like Reek at this point, man.
We'll see what happens with this dude.
All right, so whenever Soldier Boy and Butch and Huey are looking for Mindstorm, Mindstorm hits Butcher with his little Professor X
He really puts him in a
thing.
nah. He put him in a genjutsu, man.
The Genjutsu. All
I
right,
don't know
all
what
right.
that means, man.
Hey, man, that's that
Yeah,
anime
he got
talk,
the
that
Kia. He
Naruto
got the
talk.
Kia eyes, man. That's legit what Itachi
Yeah,
does.
yeah, facts, facts.
Fire.
He did fuck that nigga
All
up.
right, all
I
right.
saw
One second seemed like
that.
days, you know.
Thought we were talking about live action television here, but you
All
know,
right.
Hey
They had
man,
cartoons in this
hey, chill
shit.
out, Naruto. Naruto's fire, man. Don't be sleeping.
It was a classic. But yeah, it's.
all right.
I
So
don't feel about the butcher backstory, right? Because it's like,
I figured
yes,
that's where he came from.
he had it tough. Like, damn, it was it was some bad shit to like see and watch, like
I
him
mean,
beat the shit out of his principal and whatnot. But it's like, then why are you so shit? Like, why are you doing that same shit again to Ryan, to Huey, to everybody on your team?
hurt people, man. Have a little
facts.
empathy, man.
That's what I expected from a backstory like him. I mean, I think it's cool that we finally get to see who his little brother was and like see
Yeah,
that
Lenny.
their relationship. So that's kind of cool. All right, we get to cross that off the bucket list essentially. But yeah, like why the fuck you so shit still, man? You don't learn like you've been through a lot of shit, man. Like you ain't like come
Your
on.
brother literally killed himself, bro, because you left that nigga. Your brother literally killed himself, bro, and you decide to like be an asshole to everybody. Like, look at the way he treats. We were just talking last step about how shit he treats Frenchie.
Hey,
How
okay,
shit
all right.
he
So
treats, like and the team, and he's like, "Oh, MM's supposed to be the glue, nigga. There ain't nothing I can hold together, man."
hey, he was probably straight until his wife got raped and murdered by her son.
So,
Like, that
yeah,
shit
that's
might fuck with somebody. I don't know.
it.
He like once you get over one thing, that shit happens. Like, all right, now everything.
So he had like a he had like a 10-year, 15 year
At a
period where
certain
he
point,
was
you just
not.
like a scorched earth.
Hey, Becca probably had him on the straight and narrow, man. It was
Oh yeah, we didn't really get to see their inner relationship or their kind of
facts.
work.
We got a couple flashbacks. He
Yeah,
was
a couple, but like he had like a real job and shit, right?
That's true, I
Yeah.
guess. I mean,
He was a productive
but
member.
the thing is, he still had formed the boys. You know, like did he form the boys before or after Becca?
I think it was after.
Hearing. Oh,
Because no, because Grace after the Homelander incident, Grace was like, "Hey, look, putting together a team. I know you're like a former soldier or whatever, and you have reason to not fuck with these niggas. Let's go."
Okay, I was like, I guess MM is younger than he looks then, because he said he pulled MM kind of like pretty young when he was working in the Navy and shit too.
Oh yeah, probably.
Remember, he said he had like some kind of, he was strong, he had some kind of, but he was working like in the ship part, but everybody like fucked with him and respected him on his team.
Damn, I don't remember that. When the hell did you get that MM backstory?
We got that MM. This season was a hella MM backstory, man.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Let's just jump to that, man. MM gets his shit.
You remember
back,
that shit,
man.
Mike?
What do y'all remember about the arc from MM this season, man?
I remember hearing about how his family died.
Facts.
Man, you didn't remember why he picked him on the team, bro? That's why he said, he's like, I picked you because, you could hold this team together. When they was out in Russia, man, he was talking to MM about how he found
I
that
remember him saying that, like he was strong or whatever. But I don't remember him saying he picked you from
Yeah, he was in the Navy. He was in the Navy. He was like working in working like in on some part of the ship, like, but he was over there like, he didn't have some high ranking title. He wasn't like well known or anything, but he picked him because he knew he was strong and because he knew like everybody respected him.
All right,
man. Like that I gained a lot of respect from MM this season. Even him knocking Todd's bitch ass
season, man.
Even him trying to square up on Soldier Boy.
All right, yeah. So that's a good segue. That's a good segue because MM did he get his get back? Like,
Oh, he still got came on by a superhero. He automatically lost for life. I
facts.
mean,
You got
That's like what's
yeah,
worse,
for that.
getting nutted on by a superhero or Tom swallowing his own load?
That shit was gross, bruh. I forgot.
You don't have to answer that. We don't have to answer that.
Nah, we're not answering that. That's some crazy shit. Oh my goodness. No, but I think MM got piped up this season, man. Like y'all, we got a lot of respect. We got backstory to see why he's so motivated, why he's kind of got his OCD.
He did punch Todd.
He decked Todd's bitch ass. One hitter quitter, man.
That's a dub in front of your daughter. Like come on.
Respect. He confessed to his daughter like the real truth behind why their family's dead, like what's going on with him and whatnot too. So like, he kind of got like he's like, I don't have to hide this stuff from you.
I can keep taking MM seriously after he tried to square up with Homelander. And then he just so adamant not taking V, but you're gonna square up against Homelander. What do you like?
What else he gonna do with no V?
Just shut the fuck up and sit in the corner. Why are you there? That's why.
Right. He said it. Yeah, he said.
I had Batman vibes. I'm like, this is Batman really trying to fight. Like, this is what happens. Batman. What if I?
No, we're not gonna let you slide this Batman slander out here. Nah, that nigga Batman had kryptonite.
That's not what we about to do today. After all this Marvel bullshit we didn't see.
Yeah, that is not what we about to do today. Because boy,
we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it with the boys.
You've been in hiding since that movie came out.
You guys agree? You should have said.
You've been in hiding since that movie came out, man. Niggas didn't want to respond to my text messages.
Hard to find, man. But hey, we ain't even gonna take it there. We ain't even gonna take it there. Okay. So, all right, yeah. MM total arc rating was a W for sure. He took some L's. But those are like funny L's.
He lost a couple battles, but I feel like he comes out on top,
Yeah, for sure.
I say he had a very lateral move this season.
All right, man. All right. Mike's the hater today.
This nigga hate Greg and MM. What's up?
Max hates Greg and MM, man. He hates the underdog.
This dude got covered in cum. You see how much was on him? He had to swallow some. Like his mouth had to be.
Hey, yo, let's stop it.
Come back from that. I'd be so mad. If that would drive me to take V. I'm taking V and fucking up everyone in the house.
You know what? You're probably right, but you gotta admire. You gotta admire his
someone that stands by their principles, man. We gotta admire. After this whole season, bro, niggas was compromising their principles, compromising their morals. MM is the one that drew a line in the sand and did not cross that shit.
Yeah, fact.
You know what I mean?
He's a real nigga. He get the real nigga badge.
He's a real nigga. Like he stood. That nigga. Like MM got that dog in him.
The real nigga badge means something.
Real nigga badge. Nigga got that dog in him. I did the X-ray, man. I did the X-ray. He got that dog in him.
I chuckled when he squared up against Homelander, but I was like, you know what? I do respect that. I do respect that. Like, you're not gonna do nothing, but hey, man, you gotta try, right?
Real nigga, man.
I respect it.
Shout out to MM. We need more black fathers. Like MM, man. Let's go.
Ready to fight white supremacy at any second.
All right.
One punch at a time.
So this woman, the hero formerly known as Starlight, in the final fight, she's doing her thing or whatever, but she gets a little boost from Huey when he turns up all the lights.
Pull the lever.
And then all of a sudden she turns into like a beast. So that leads me to ask. Can Starlight get in the lab and level up and learn some new shit, or is she just weak?
Is Starlight weak? Yes and no. That's because one, I like to know what the scope of her powers is. Is it like can she only generate electricity, or can she like generate like light rays? Like what's her powers? She has the capability to be very strong. I just think she's weak because she just like don't be trying shit. I don't even think she trains.
I mean,
She
from
like
what?
she like AD. Haven't been in the gym. She ain't shot a basketball.
She just do Pilates, man.
She ain't shot a
Trying to keep her body
basketball in
right for a
months.
boomerang, man. Shit,
Nah, not trying to keep
she
her
ain't in
I
the
didn't
lab
need to
for
see her
real.
in the lab. She
Called
needs
her
a one.
AD.
You got an Orange Theory.
Nah, y'all niggas are hell, bro. Nah, bro, she not like that. I mean, we got a hint into like Butcher was like, hey, like she needs power to like use her powers. Like so obviously so she channels it from electricity, which is a pretty big handicap. Like think of it. Just go somewhere where there's not power and you can just pipe up on her. Like
Literally.
that's a pretty big handicap. So
I mean,
I'm
she can
hoping
generate her
that
own
she can
electricity.
kind of I'm hoping that she can overcome that and maybe she can like channel energy from the sun or something, just needs light rays, UV rays, anything like because that's a pretty big handicap. So as of right now, that would prevent her from definitely being like, if that's her powers, how the fuck did she get into the 7?
Hey man, all clout. It's all clout.
I was
Man.
like, yeah, it was all just being America's sweetheart. Because other niggas in the 7, I mean, granted, one of the niggas in the 7, all he did was go invisible and just.
I mean,
That's
we
kinda-
seen that they let niggas in the 7 for winning the fucking game show. If you win fucking Nickelodeon Guts, you win the 7, man. Fuck
We
that
didn't
shit.
even know that nigga's powers. What was Supersonic's powers, Mike? Do
Getting
you know
fucked
what his
up. That
was
was
from
his
the
power.
comic, bro?
And he
If I
knew
had-
Starlight.
I think Alex might have known. That's his power. He knew Starlight. Honestly,
Starlight.
That's just for Silver Kincaid, man.
If I had to
Niggas
guess,
a
I bet he had
clown
like
chaser.
supersonic claps or something, or he probably was like he could yell like Black Bolt. If anyone knows, please leave a comment and tell us.
Yeah, leave a
Right.
comment and tell us what Supersonic's powers was in the boys, because that nigga really was introduced as fodder, like just.
Facts,
He
man.
did
They
not
really brought the Hispanic man in just to get slaughtered. That's fucked up.
Moral of the story: the Starlight needs to get in the lab. She got an off season coming up. She's gonna go ahead and get in the lab, lift some weights.
Absolutely.
Contract year. It's a contract.
It's
year,
a
so.
contract year. Yeah, go ahead.
Contract year for Starlight, man. She do got hella followers though. Someone said her power is going IG live.
Power level 100 million.
Bitch is Kim Kardashian, man.
She can
Like,
convert
come on.
followers to energy. She with it. Really, it's like Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah, other than MK, yeah, Taylor Swift, maybe, yeah.
All right, so Butcher, he was on the V, and he goes to the hospital. Doctor tells him he's got like 18 months to live. Is that cap or no cap?
I think it's probably no cap.
You think he's gonna die?
No, I don't think he's going to die, but I think he has 18 months to live, and he's going to figure out a way to not die.
See, here's the thing. Like, whenever Starlight was telling him, like, don't take the temp V, it'll kill you, I thought it meant, like, instantly, So 18 months, you can make some mistake with 18 months, man. Walter White had, like, 8 months, so shit.
He also went into remission for a little bit, didn't he?
Facts, yeah, he was fighting that shit, you know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, 18 months is a long amount of time, but I just feel like they opened the door with Kimiko about like compound V can pipe you up. I feel like that nigga's just gonna permanently turn into the thing that he hates.
Jeez.
Like he's gone so far. Like, he's sacrificed everything. He doesn't really have any morals anymore. Like, we saw him maybe pause for a second because Ryan was getting hurt.
No, he brought himself back from the edge a little bit.
He brought himself back from the edge, but
he had a chance to kill Homelander, bro, but he's like, nah, the kid's here.
Don't fuck with my
He
kid.
switched up and started fighting Soldier Boy.
Yeah, he's like, don't fuck with my kid.
Hey, man, look, we got to cut Butcher some slack, man, because, I forgot about that on the low. I was like, hold on, let me jog my memory right quick, because Butcher really sold the fight just to save Ryan, so he's all right.
even
And Ryan is teamed up with Homelander for what? That shit did nothing.
Even Soldier Boy was like, wait, you're really gonna stick up for that kid who Homelander like raped your wife or whatever?
He's like that's your raped wife's child. Like, hey, nigga a better man than me.
Hey, he did. Hey, he made a promise to her, man, because he wasn't fucking with Ryan. And then Becca was like, "Promise me you'll look after him." He's like, "Shit."
God damn.
So it's really about Becca.
Hey man.
Yes, but loving your raped wife's child that's tough. I'm like that is a hard emotional hurdle to jump through.
Who has more honor, Ned Stark or Butcher, man? Hey, Ned kept the promise. Butcher keep the promise, man.
Ned has leaps and bounds more because Ned has leaps and bounds more honor because that nigga didn't actually sacrifice his but Butcher is shit. Like Butcher, we're not gonna go through the whole season. The whole season he was asked to everyone. The whole season he was asked to everyone. The whole season. He does one redeeming thing that just papers over all that shit. Nah, that's not how it works, man.
It's easy to be a good person when you live in luxurious, nigga.
Oh, man, whatever.
Come on, man. Hey, all due respect to Ned, man. You know, he's the best television father since Uncle Phil. But, you know, Butcher been through some shit, man. Come on.
He treats everyone around him like shit. Butcher is the definition of a bully.
Maybe. Yeah.
He's the definition of a bully, and he does one nice thing that does not make you forget the 20 years of being a bully.
No redemption for Butcher, man. That's fine.
I am anti-redemption arcs. If y'all have not seen, once a nigga show me who it is, I believe him. All right, that's it.
Not the Tumblr quote.
Nigga, you was over here. Hey, you ain't spat out enough cliches, bro, already. So don't come at me. Nigga said hurt people. Like, come on, nigga. But I got a Tumblr quote. Like, come on. This nigga gonna put that shit up on the wall like live, laugh, love, and over here talking about me, bro. Like, come on,
man.
You struck a chord.
Come on, man.
You hear this, man? Come on.
That's funny.
Oh shit! All right, man. So Butcher sacrifices his plan. You know, his white whale was killing Homelander, and he throws it all to shit to save Ryan, which he would have been all right. The kid's a soup, but you know, it was noble. So now Homelander and Ryan are like this real father and son duo. So that's kind of scary, is it not? Like Stormfront was really like, we need to like have a Aryan baby, and like he's gonna start the race. Hey, that's who that is. Come on.
They kind of indirectly got that shit piped up. Yeah, I mean it is a little scary.
Well, yeah, you saw at the very end of the show after Homelander lasered that dude at the protest or
smiling.
Whatever, he started smiling at the end. I was like, oh yep, it's curtains.
It's a wrap.
But I also think Ryan's is bitch made, so we'll see.
Ryan is bitch made. That is true.
Hey, you can goddamn get bitch made. You can work on that.
Hey, we're gonna see. All he does is the Arthur hand when he gets mad.
Nigga, shit, he killed his mom.
Yeah, okay. That your claim to glory? Sick.
I mean, shit, that shit's tough. If a little kid came to jail, he was like, I killed my mom. You'd be like, damn, nigga, chill.
Damn, nigga, what she do to you? Be like, damn.
What's her name? Storm Chaser, whatever her name.
Stormfront, yeah. Hey, shit. He killed his soup and his mom.
He didn't kill Stormfront. Stormfront committed suicide.
Yeah, she ended up living at the end of that season, remember?
Oh, man, well, shit.
She was just like comatose, no limbs. She was fucked up. She was irreparably fucked up, though.
Yeah, hey, shit. Don't play with Ryan. He already got 1.5 bodies, so
1.5 body. Yeah, she was already fucked up at
See
that
how he
point
pans
too.
out. You're gonna see he's obviously a 5-star talent or
Hey,
5-star
shit.
recruit. Dad, but
What's my man from My
He comes from
Hero?
He comes from championship
Shigaraki.
pedigree.
Shigaraki was bitch made too.
Shigaraki, I don't think was ever bitch made.
Man, when
Shigaraki
he
was
killed
never
his
bitch.
dog, he was shook.
Yeah, he was like 4.
Ryan, how old is Ryan?
Ryan like 12.
Man,
What you mean?
man, that kid like 10.
Who?
Ryan gotta be like 14, man. That
I want
nigga look tall as shit,
14?
bro. That nigga tall, bro. That nigga look tall, man. He done
Nigga,
already hit a growth
like
spurt,
13,
bro.
man. He's like 12, 13.
man, ain't no way.
That nigga look like he about to be like he could be like 8th grade, 9th grade. Like nigga could be in high school, bro.
High school?
Nah, he's definitely
I'm
7.
not going for that, bro. That nigga's
Nigga, you
like,
start high school
like
at
dad.
14.
He's still holding dad's hand. That nigga is not in high school.
He never had a dad.
Man.
Man, he used to be cool after like 13 years. You're like, you.
Bro, that kid is not in high school, bro.
You be in high school, man. Kids build different these days.
He is
man.
younger than the Stranger Things kids.
Hey, man.
In this show, I say he's probably either at the same age or older. I say he's probably 2 years older.
2 years older than Stranger Things kids? They're in high school.
Oh, they were. I was thinking. I said 7th grade. I think he's a 7th grader or 8th grader if I had to guess.
I feel like that.
Okay, I'll go for 7th grade.
I feel like he could be like 14.
Pretty
bro.
old.
He could be like 8th grade, like fresh, like just starting high school type.
That's
age.
old enough to have killed 2 people?
I didn't say it was old enough to have killed 2 people, but I'm saying that nigga's 14. Like
4 or 14, that's a whole decade difference, man.
Man, that nigga wasn't. All right, man. Whatever, man. Whatever. All I'm saying is that you're gonna be shook at first, but once you get a taste for it, you know what I'm saying, it's a slippery slope.
we think Ryan gonna boss up and he just gonna continue the genetic assholeness of
I don't
his
think he
family?
will, but I think he easily could.
He comes from asshole pedigree, so it's in the genes.
I think it's going to just take one Homelander freak out for him to be like, oh, this dude's kind of crazy and I'm scared of him. And then remembers Butcher and, all the things they've said to him about how Homelander is. So I think it's going to take one freak.
Like once Homelander has to be like a dad for real, that's just not gonna be good. Like he
The
had him
same
for
way
one
that nigga had to
weekend.
be-
It ain't shit.
The same way that nigga had to be a CEO for real and realize shit wasn't
Right.
sweet, bruh. First
Right.
time that nigga mouthed off to him, what you gonna do, bruh? You gonna fucking zap his head off? Like, come on, man.
All right, so Homelander, Ryan, Victoria Newman. That's a big 3, man.
That is a big 3.
Victoria Newman is the one we got to watch out about. Either she's going to die early in the next season, or she's the one plotting and scheming.
Oh yeah, she's dangerous, man. I don't think Edgar is out of the picture yet either.
Hell,
Stan Edgar.
maybe they're working
You
together.
think he's coming back? I mean, I'm still waiting on my take could be true that he's got
Ain't no way he went out that easy.
Yeah, my hot take was that he has some powers, so I'm not writing it off as wrong yet. Like he could come back with some powers, man. But that is a big 3. They are the 1 seed for sure. They are getting the first round bye.
The big 3 or the boys plus Starlight. Who you got?
Do the boys start taking Compound V? Like, do the boys get beat up?
Dude,
Huey and Butcher on the 10th V. The boys plus Starlight against the big 3. Who you got?
Do we get Kimiko and Maeve? Do we get Maeve
no Maeve.
with powers? No Maeve?
Well, there's only one way. There's only one way to kill Senator Newman. So you legit have to just sneak up on her and like assassinate her. Like they're like
snap that head, pull that head off, like how that nigga was trying to do. You gotta do it from behind.
Okay, then it's kind of over. But if Kimiko could somehow sneak through the vents like Mission Impossible style, drop down and Assassin's Creed style,
that neck, bro.
It's gonna be a doozy. It's gonna be a doozy.
Yeah,
Hey, so
Homelander and Ryan in 4, nigga. The fuck? They're not even getting one with that squad. No, maybe Maeve. I give him a gentleman's sweep, but nah. That's a bring out the broom, bro. Bring out the broom.
Starlight, we need you.
Starlight. We literally spent the last 10 minutes ago talking about how Starlight is ass. How she don't work in the off season.
What do you think they're gonna do with Soldier Boy?
They put him back in that crazy gas chamber, right? So
yeah, they like had him in storage.
They
Like
put that
Han
nigga
Solo.
on ice.
They're gonna run some tests on him.
He'll be defrosted until the next time we need him. Good job, Soldier.
Slick, yeah.
Put him in there till the. I don't know. They gotta start. Making these niggas into actual weapons that aren't people, bruh.
What do you mean?
They just
bring
gotta
in the Sentinel program.
Yeah, they gotta extract the strength and put it into like a robot or something, bruh. Remember in X-Men Wolverine, like the Origins movie at the end, they took Wade and put in a bunch of different abilities for him at the end, but sewed shut his mouth and made him be able to be controlled, something like that. If they could figure out a way to actually control
people.
If they could figure out a way. I think that's the
mastermind.
Maybe Stan Edgar be on that shit, but I feel like that's the only way that nigga Soldier Boy
can unveiling his evil scheme to us.
That's the only way. Why else defrost that nigga? What other purpose would that shit have for the story? Just defrost that nigga unless you can completely control him, because that nigga has shown that he is too crazy to be let loose.
Facts. All right, so final season 3 ratings, final words. What you got?
Good job, boys.
Good job, boys. Nah, I need a rating, Mike. I be getting all your bullshit Marvel ratings. What is your rating out of 10 for the boys? And it better be high, bruh. It better be high. It better be higher than the shit you be spewing in the group chat. Because niggas said Love and Thunder was like a 7. This shit about to be a 15. Goddamn.
Hey man, this was obviously very good, but it wasn't perfect. I know how most of you guys probably think. There were some little holes in it, I would say, but not many. Them shits were still pretty tight. So if I had to say out of 10, I'd give it a 9.3.
Okay.
And Love and Thunder's a 7? You see what's wrong with this scale? All right, man. There were some flaws in it, but that's why I give that shit a 9.5. That shit get a 9. There were the smalls were minute. A-Train didn't need to come back to life. A-Train got too a little too much screen time. That's about it. Most of my gripes was that was about it. Everything else was
only complaint.
Everything else was hype. Come on. Everything else was we got hero-gasm this episode. We got that ending shit.
It was crazy.
We got fucking the reveal of Soldier Boy when they went to Russia and shit. There's a lot of crazy great eps this episode that were just jaw-dropping and shocking.
Episodes 5, 6, and 7, in a row, were all. That's probably one of the best 3 episode stretches I've witnessed. Just watching TV. I thought that shit was crazy, but the finale, while it was dope, it wasn't perfect. You know what I'm saying?
It wasn't.
Yeah.
The A-Train thing, it's hard to get it right. I feel like after an episode, after that stretch. It's kind of like Game of Thrones. The season finale is never the biggest episode, So
yeah, they always do one a couple eps before. Hard Home was 8, and a lot of times it was the episode 9.
It's usually episode 9.
So it was like that. Those 3 episodes before that, like we said, were better than actually the last episode, because the fight was a bit. It was
the fight was dope.
The fight was kind of dope, but I liked the fight. I liked the hero-gasm fight better than I liked that fight.
Yeah.
The trio fight was good in that one.
I was the hero-gasm fight was better than that.
Big, and I was that was just I guess a cool fight, and then they jumped out the window, and May ends up being alive, and Soldier Boy's alive. So it's like, okay, so
Nothing happened. No one died. Yeah.
like I don't know. Like, I don't know.
I don't know why you're asking for niggas to die because no one ever dies in fucking Marvel. So, like, again, what I'm saying, them niggas can go back in time and revive the whole fucking universe. But I said, look, we'll talk about plot holes and shit, bro. Just fucking
we could cook Mike on another.
That's what I'm saying. This nigga got the double standards. I was just like, nigga, you can't say this and you can't capture this and then say this. Like, niggas.
Okay. Let me ask you this right now, then, Dante, in front of the whole world. So the whole world can listen. Other than The Boys right now, who has the best superhero content out?
Nigga, The Boys is so much better. The Boys is like that's like saying like nigga the floor is here. The Boys is up here, bro.
But DC is better.
Batman is better. Batman is better than any movie that Marvel has released this year. Any movie that Marvel has released this year, the Bat is better than.
Is it better than any of The Boys have released?
Is it better than any? I can't. It's a movie.
We're talking about Thor. We're talking about Marvel movies right now. What are you talking about?
I'm just okay, but what I'm telling you, I mean, Marvel also released a bunch of shit TV shows. Marvel also released a bunch of shit TV shows, though, too.
Yeah, we really doing this.
Is what I'm saying. So we can't. We go there compared to The Boys. Peacemaker is better than anything that Marvel released from a TV show since Phase 4.
Is better than Hawkeye?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
I know better than Hawkeye.
You make it better than Hawkeye 1,000%.
Better than fucking WandaVision, better than Loki, better than What If, better than Miss Marvel teen angst shit that KP made me waste a couple hours on watching. Better, yes. All of those shows are ass, bro. I am here to double down. That is a 2-pack of ass. Shout out Joe Budden, man. I'm getting in my hater bag, but that shit was ass.
Hey.
This is why we call it. You hate to see it.
Yeah, man. We really don't even have to take it there, but
yeah.
Thor was some bullshit, man.
That's the most cringe movie I've ever seen.
And then, hey, Marvel really tried to drop some teasers for some shit coming in 2025. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, nigga, that's the distant future.
They've always done that, though.
All right, so they got 2025 plans. So when's X-Men coming, nigga? That's what the fuck we want, nigga. Nobody want no damn Thunderbolts.
Okay, what the fuck is that? What is DC coming out? Do they even have a slate of shit coming out? Or are you going to count on
Black Adam?
Okay,
Black Adam about to be better than anything that Marvel releases this year. I'm telling you right now, Black Adam's about to be better than anything. Shazam is coming up too.
We got The Rock, nigga.
Yeah, but Black Adam is about to be better than anything Marvel drops this year, without a doubt, bro.
The Black Panther?
Man, hey, the black man had to save Marvel.
I hate
on Black Panther.
This nigga backed me in a corner. I can't hate on Black Panther. Like, nigga fighting dirty, bro. You want to get a
Black Panther card.
It's next movie coming out.
6 straight ass movies. And nigga says, Wakanda forever. And I'm like, hey, come on.
We're going to discount these 6 straight ass movies?
Hey, man. Look, man. Enough, man. The Boys is better. AP, what is your final rating on The Boys? Close us out. Take us home. I'm not doing this with Mike no more.
My final rating.
He's delusional.
I'm going with a 9.6. I think that was near flawless television. You know, A-Train. That's it. That's worth a point for to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, leave A-Train dead. If A-Train is still dead, you know, it's a 10 out of 10. But you know, he might have a role to play still. But yeah, that was an amazing season. I'm so glad that, you know, it's starting to catch on. You know, I feel like the lead up to season 4 is going to be like really buzzy, hella talked about. So that's what you love to see, man. You love to see, the culture kind of come together around a show, something like that. So yeah, man, I'm excited. That was dope.
We love to see some quality superhero content. We hate to see this 2 pack of ass that Marvel keeps spoon
And
feeding
DC.
us as quality TV, bruh. That shit is ass, bruh.
Yeah. I'm done with the shows, man. She
Niggas
Hulk
serve
coming
you,
up, nigga.
niggas
Yuck.
serve you shit and tell you it's caviar. No,
Mm,
nigga, I'm done, bruh.
mm.
I am done.
Hey, you better be done with DC then too. That's all I gotta say. You
And
strictly with
you know what I'm not done with.
yeah,
You know what I'm just getting started with.
House the Dragon, of course.
House of the motherfucking
Fucking
Dragon. Man.
dragons. Let's go. That's where we'll be at next, fellas.
Come on, hey, we got that pod coming up very soon, right after this one, and I ain't scared of you, motherfuckers. We gonna set the story straight.
All them Thrones haters gonna be tuned in first
Come
day.
on,
Watch
boom, boom, boom,
party.
boom.
Watch party. All them haters, them niggas and they
We
watch
gotta put
shit
some
TV
bomb
everywhere.
noises.
They gonna be tapped in.
Pew pew pew. Yeah. Come on, I'm offering amnesty right now. If you was hating on Game of Thrones, I'll let you come back for free right now. But after that, it's gonna get ugly.
Once that shit start, and then they start, this shit is tough. Like, bruh, this shit about to be 3 to 4 seasons of masterpiece, fully written. They know the story. They just filling in the gaps.
Hey, let's save it for the pod, man. Hey, no free ads.
No free ads.
Until next time, haters. It's KP,
Mikey Dimes.
DY.
Until next time, thank you for listening. We out.